Hey guys, welcome to your weekly movement motivation. I'm going to give you 3 core exercises that you may have not seen before. So a lot of times when people think of core exercises, they think of planks or sit-ups, and there's nothing wrong with either of those. But sometimes we need to work on the deeper core muscles, and these are sort of attached to the lower lumbar spine, to your T-spine. These are actually what's going to sort of keep you stable in that area and increase your power output, as well as just stabilizing your body so that your back doesn't ache, your glutes are firing the way they're supposed to. So give these 3 exercises a try and let me know how they go. So the first one is going to be in a supine position. I have a band above my head. This doesn't have to be very heavy or hard. I'm going to position my knees over my hips to start with. Band starts about my shoulders. I'm going to pull over my belly button and then I'm going to extend and extend, okay? Repeat, pull, extend, and extend. So if you find while you're doing this exercise that as you're extending your legs, that your lower back is starting to arch, try shooting your legs a little bit higher. So as you pull, just think about taking legs up and up. As you progress in this exercise and you can stabilize that core muscle, keep it attached to the mat, then you can start doing some lower sweeps with the legs. But start high if you need to, okay? So that's exercise 1. Exercise 2 is a variation of a plank. So I call this a hover plank. I've got a bench here. You can use a couch or a chair. I've got a little mat for my knees. I'm going to be in an all-4 position, so my elbows are going to be on the bench. My knees are going to be underneath my hips. And all I'm going to do is tuck my toes. I'm going to lift, hold for a second, and then come back down. So as you see, when I lift, this has to engage to pull me up, okay? So you can hold this position. I like to play around with this and maybe do like a 30-second hold, or you can do reps. So up, hold for a second, come back down. Up, hold for a second, come back down. Or like I said, you can kind of come up, hang out there for a little bit, see how either of those feel. Give that a try. And then lastly, we're going to do a Pallof press, which has become quite popular recently. So I'm just going to take this band. You want it about waist high. Okay. One more. So from here, just to stay in camera frame here, so I'm going to loop this just a little bit more. So this is going to start right at the center line of the body. I'm going to press out, and then from here, I'm going to twist in that opposite direction, okay? So I'm going to press out, twist. The further you are away from this anchor point, the harder this is going to be and the more core activation you're going to have to use. So if you feel like this is too easy, just take yourself over a little bit. So now I've got some tension. Now I've got to hold it in my center here. I've got to use this midline of support to keep it center, pressing out, twisting, okay? Another option, take the twist out. Sometimes the twist is a little bit too much for your back. Maybe twisting bothers you. If it does, no problem. Same thing here, just a pressing, okay? So I'm gonna hold this position, I'm gonna press, and then come back in. This is challenging in and of itself, so you don't have to add that twist in there. No pun intended. So just real quick, back over to our first exercise. Band is positioned overhead. I'm bringing that over to my hips, extending one leg out at a time, not both at the same time, one at a time to stabilize the pelvis there. Second exercise is my hover plank. Remember, you can do taps or you can do a hold. The hold you may progress up to. Maybe you start with some taps. And then the last is your Pallof press. I'm going to say recommend maybe like 8 to 10 reps on each side. So you just flip it around after you got done on one side and do it on the other side. I hope that helps. Like I said, give this a try. Sometimes traditional core exercises don't work for people and they need something that is safe on the back, maybe safe on the hips, and works some of those deeper core muscles. These 3 do all of those things. So give these a try, let me know how they go, and hope you guys have a great week.